All right, so I never thought the day would come, but I am filming my very first mukbang. I made this pizza tonight. It's a homemade dough. It's real cheese and a really great marinara sauce. So I'm really excited to dig into it. I probably will not be eating the whole thing because it's huge and cheese kind of makes me feel sick, but I'm gonna eat some of it and I want to answer more of your questions. I did a Q&A the other day and I wasn't able to answer all the questions, so I want to do that tonight as I eat this pizza. So just a disclaimer, if any of you guys are grossed out by people eating, you probably will not want to watch this. It doesn't bother me. I actually love watching mukbangs. So let's get into it and cut into this crispy girl. Yeah, so let's see. I'm really excited to eat this. I'm really hungry and it smells really good. Ooh. And this dough recipe is by Bobby Flay. And I'll leave the link to that down below if you guys need a dough recipe. This is kind of hard to cut this while I'm sitting on the floor. Okay, and I am going to be civilized. I brought myself a plate because, you know, I don't want to eat over this huge pizza, even though it's just me who is going to eat it. All right, I'm going to put this up front and grab myself a few pieces. And like I said, I'm going to answer some of your questions while I eat this. Okay, so I asked you guys on YouTube for some questions. Oh, and also, I decided to make myself a little drink tonight. So it's right here. And I basically, this is my like lazy margarita. I call it a margarita just because it has tequila in it. So basically I use Don Julio tequila, which is Bay. You know, Don Julio is my favorite. And I mixed orange juice with it and ice. That's typically what I do. And then I also added some seltzer just to kind of water it down. But it's super good. And it's just like citrusy from the orange juice. And I think I used mango limeade seltzer in this one with the tequila. And it is amazing. Oh my God, I can't get enough. And it's so easy to make. So yes, we will be drinking tonight as I eat this pizza and answering your questions. All right, let's grab this slice. Let me first try it. Look at that cheese. So yeah, grab yourself a snack if you're watching because I'm probably gonna make you hungry by eating this. Oh yeah, very good. Okay. Also, I might be talking with my mouth full, so sorry. Okay, so someone said, so the first question is from Jenna M, and she asked me, what are your top online plant shops, preferably reasonably priced? So just to name a few, for Hoyas, I love Coco Ranch. I love, and I'm not necessarily talking about like cheap plant shops because I don't purchase from any shops that are kind of on the cheaper side. Not to say that that is necessarily a bad thing, but I've noticed that I'd rather pay a little bit more and have a plant that is not infested with like bugs. But I have had a lot of luck with Logis. What else? Steve's Leaves is great. So I don't really have that many variety of shops because I don't purchase plants that often anymore. But those are definitely 3 plant shops that I really like. I'll link them down below if you want the links. Okay. Oh my God, I'm so hungry. Okay. So Carrie Pomerulo asked me, what plant do you think fits your personality or zodiac sign? And I honestly am not positive. So I'm Aquarius, and some of the traits of an Aquarian are we kind of think a little bit differently. We like to think outside of the box. We're a little bit weird. We like to be kind of rebellious. Like we like to do things that are against the norm. And we're kind of distant sometimes, like emotionally. I don't know what kind of plant fits that trait. like what kind of plant is rebellious and I don't know. And like kind of aquarians like to be very individual. Like we don't want to just blend into the crowd. And I definitely can relate to the aquarian sign. I feel like it definitely describes me. Man, rebellious plant. Honestly, I have no idea. So I'm actually curious, what do you guys think? To the girl who left me that question, to Carrie Pomerulo, what type of plant do you think describes an aquarian? Because honestly, I have no idea. My brain is not working tonight, and I don't have anything clever to answer that question with, so you got me stumped. This is really hard because I don't want to talk with my mouth open, but I'm trying to answer questions and eat. How do mukbangers do this? So Lady Mussing asked me, what plant has given you the most anxiety? Let's see. I guess I would have to say my Monstera deliciosa, the elbow variety, that's variegated, has given me the most anxiety just because I spent a good amount of money on it. Like I mentioned in my last video, I spent about $160 on it, and I have noticed a lot of browning on the variegation. So it was giving me a lot of anxiety because I didn't want the variegation to just like wither away. But I did propagate pieces of it and they seem to be doing well. So that makes me feel a lot better about it. That's the only one that really comes to mind just because I spent a good amount of money on it. Oh my God, this pizza is so good. Compliments to the chef, if I do say so myself. Very good. So Minnie D, who's a loyal commenter, thank you for always commenting, you're awesome. She asked me, do you consider selling your plant cuttings? I have considered it. Honestly, sending plants in the mail makes me very anxious because like that's honestly what is the main thing preventing me from selling you guys cuttings is I don't really have any way of selling them besides through the mail. And the fact that I could send like a really rare plant in the mail and it could die makes me very nervous, and I wouldn't want that to happen because first of all, the person would need a refund, and basically that plant would be just gone. It could potentially die in the mail, and I could lose that plant and the money on it. So I feel like there's a lot of risk that comes with sending plants in the mail. So that is why I haven't sold cuttings like at all. If I had my own store, yes, I would love that, and I would totally sell plants in person because I do have a lot of plants that I propagate and that I do want to sell, but I just maybe need to get over my fear of selling plants online because I think that would be a really cool opportunity. But as of now, I'm not going to do it. It just makes me too nervous. So Jenna M asked me if I'll ever do a vlog type video. And yes, I am planning on doing many vlogs. Obviously not right now because a lot of us are doing social distancing and a lot of stores are closed at the moment due to the virus. So I can't really vlog unless I'm like maybe walking through nature or something. I can't do plant shopping videos because I think the garden centers are closed. I'm pretty sure. This is so hard. I'm sorry if I don't want to talk with my mouth full. It's rude. My mama taught me right. So Vernie Zoo, I'm not pronouncing your name right, I'm sorry. They asked me, what fertilizer do you use? I use the Espoma, just regular houseplant fertilizer. It's organic and it's in the green bottle and it's great. I love it. Highly recommend. So this question, I actually saw it and I thought it was a comment on a video, so I replied to him already, but I thought I would share my answer with you. So Iqbal Surnanya, I'm really sorry, I just really butchered your name, asked me, what is the solution or advice for a plant lover with a small space home? And basically I just told him I would utilize shelving because that will allow you to have more plants in your small space. And personally, I would limit the amount of plants that I have just because I personally don't like a cluttered space. I like more of a minimal look. I like the plants to all have like a home and just like not look super cluttered. So that's my advice. I mean, it seems like common sense, but that's personally what I would do. Just have less plants and try to display them nicely. And then Minnie, I think Minnie left another comment. Minnie, you're so awesome. Seriously. She asked me to please share my mom's banana bread recipe. It looks yummy. And I did share my recipe. Well, it's my mom's recipe. And it's on my video. I think it's called, what is it called? I'll put it on the screen. I forget what the video is called. I made that, I showed myself cutting into that bread during that video, and I linked the recipe, or I wrote the recipe in my description under that video, so check it out if you want a really great banana bread recipe. It's from my childhood. It's the recipe that I grew up with. It's perfect. My mom and sister really love to bake, and my sister was telling me that she's never found a recipe that was as good as this one, so I even sent it to her, like a screenshot of it, because it's just amazing. It's the perfect recipe. It's very simple ingredients, very simple procedure, and amazing. You'll love it. I like this question. Okay. Lady Mussing asked me, what plant surprised you the most after you got it? I would definitely have to say my Hoya patella pink surprised me the most. This Hoya I heard was very difficult because it's native to Papua New Guinea. So it's very misty there, very humid. I think it's a little bit colder, and it's used to very humid conditions. I thought this plant would die like within a few months because of where it's native to. In my house, I keep this plant in my living room, and it's very low humidity. I don't do any additional humidity like supplement. I don't have any humidifiers. And this plant thrives. Like, I'm looking at it right now. It's grown so many leaves. It goes into bloom. The blooms do fall off because I think because of the humidity issue. But the leaves look perfect. It grows like really, really nicely, and it's given me no issues. So I am very surprised. I got this plant from Logi's maybe 2 years ago, and I was really nervous to buy it. I was like, it will probably die, you know. This is a finicky plant, but it's not. And the leaves are fuzzy. They have like a peach fuzz on them, and it's just great for those people that like to pet leaves, you know, those leaf petters. Highly recommend this plant if you live somewhere with low humidity. Because my humidity levels here are not high, and it does great. So it really surprised me. Okay, now we're gonna go to Instagram. So Simply Mom 2017 asked me, are you a full-time blogger? So I wouldn't say I'm a blogger. I guess like a YouTuber is definitely what I am. I am currently doing it full-time only because I am currently out of work. I lost my job about 3 weeks ago. So I'm really just focusing on YouTube and yeah. So I guess technically I'm a full-time like vlogger or YouTuber, but it won't be forever. I can't do this full time. I don't make enough money, to be honest. But it's really fun. Like, I really do enjoy doing it. And especially during these times of quarantine, of being self-quarantined, it's nice because I don't feel so alone. It's nice to like talk to you guys and make content. I really love the process of making a video. Filming it is fun, but I love editing the video and then like talking to you guys after I filmed it. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, and we'll just see what happens. Let me take another bite. This is slice number 2. I think I might have one more. I just don't want to feel sick. I feel so sick from cheese. I don't want a stomach ache. Okay. Okay, well. Okay. So those leaves, though, asked me, what are your wish list plants? Let's see. So first, I really would love a variegated Hoya Bella. I can't find one for a reasonable price. And then there's one more. I think I said in a previous video that I didn't have any wishlist plants, but I forgot about these, so. I really would love a variegated Monstera Adansonii, but there is no way in this world that I would spend $1,000 or $2,000 on this plant. So that's what they currently charge for them, which is insane. So I will not be getting one of those until they are maybe $100 or less, if that ever happens. And you know what? I'd probably kill it anyway, because I have an Adansonii right now. It's my third regular green Adansonii. It's doing great, but I've had 2 other Adansonii in the past and I killed them. So who knows if I can even keep the green one alive? I doubt it. So if it had variegation, I probably would kill it. So why even bother? So Norwegian Leaf asked me, what was your first plant ever and do you still have it? So my first plant ever that I can remember was an orchid. It was like a miniature orchid that I purchased from Trader Joe's, and I don't have it anymore. I'm pretty sure that once the bloom died off, I threw it out, because a lot of people do that. Like, they think when the bloom dies, the plant is gone and they throw it out. So I no longer have it. I wish I did. I think that'd be pretty cool. I think that would have been, oh my God, I was in college. That was probably like 8 years ago. So if I still had that orchid, it would be 8 years old, or old. It would be older than that. But that would be a really old plant. I don't even know how long orchids live. It was a Phalaenopsis orchid. So it was so beautiful. But yeah, it's definitely dead. In college, I didn't collect plants. I had no interest in them. Little did I know what was to come. Let's see. So this, let me take one more piece. I don't know if I can eat it. I'm not even that hungry anymore. I kind of just want to have my cocktail, but I'm going to have this pizza in front of me in case I want it. Want to nibble on it. Okay, so Plant a Seed with Ash, my girl. She asked me, have I ever sold any of my albo propagations? I have not. I would consider it at some point. Right now, I'm not interested in selling any of them. I know for sure that one of them is going to my best friend, Katie. Her Instagram is Katie's Plant Babies. She's going to be getting one of them, and maybe at some point, but not anytime soon. Because like I said, I'm not sure if I'll include it in this video, but it makes me nervous to sell plants online. So I don't know if I would send that in the mail. That makes me anxious. So Ashley asked me another question. She said, how many Hoyas are on my wish list? And I think I only have the Hoya Bella, the variegated Bella. And that's it for now. I'm trying to be good and not purchase more plants. It's hard. And then she also asked me, this is Ash again, what's my dream job? So I would say my dream job would be something that has to do with physically doing something. For my last job, I did a lot of computer work, and that was very hard on my eyes. I got headaches pretty much every day because I would be on the computer for like 7 or 8 hours. I'd come home and I usually would be doing YouTube content, and that was more computer work, and my eyes were just like so strained and I got headaches. So hopefully something that is not involving the computer. So honestly, like, I would love to work with plants, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen, but I'm still on the hunt for my job. So my next job. Okay, one more bite of this. I'm getting kind of hungry looking at it. is so good. The pizza stone, I cook my pizza on a stone. Makes the crust so crisp. And the dough is so fluffy in the middle. I love it. So what's her name? Lina Kem said, what part of Canada am I from? I'm from Hamilton, Ontario. That's about an hour from Toronto. All right, guys, so those are all the questions. I hope you found this interesting. I hope this didn't gross you out with me eating. But, you know, I wanted to film one, so this is my channel. I'm gonna do what I want. Oh my gosh, so good. Yep. I love pizza. If you guys made it all the way to the end, please leave a pizza emoji so that I know you made it here. You guys are my amazing viewers making it all the way to the end. I really appreciate it. And if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you absolutely hated it, give it a thumbs down. Whatever you're feeling, I just want to know what you guys think when it comes to my content. And if you want more daily updates, follow me on my Instagram. It's Juju Succulents. And please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more mukbangs and you don't miss out on plant stuff and just like whatever I feel like filming. And press the bell so you're notified because YouTube hates me and doesn't want to show my videos to people. Yeah, that's great. So yeah, guys, I hope you have a great day or night, depending on where you live in the world. And I really hope to see you in my next video. All right, guys. Bye.